Nick and Tom arrived with their ladders and paint on a Tuesday morning. They called themselves the two handy men, though neither of them was particularly handy. Yet, there they were. The penthouse owner, Vivian, stood in the doorway like a statue draped in silk. She didn't look at their faces. She looked at their boots, which were dragging gray sludge across her marble floor. She lifted a manicured finger. The living room will be midnight blue and peony red. Nothing else is to be touched. As soon as Vivian retreated to her meditation wing, Nick nodding toward the living room. All right, let's get started. Nick cracked open the first can. Nick, wait, Tom whispered. Look at this place. Even the air smells like money. I'm just going to take a closer look. As the sound of Nick's rhythmic splashing echoed through the penthouse, Tom wandered off, let his fingers drift along the walls, and paused at the bedroom. The walk-in closet was slightly ajar. He opened it carefully. At the back of the closet, draped over a velvet-covered mannequin, hung a vintage dress, silk, floor length. He didn't think. He acted. Back in the living room, Nick was fighting a losing battle with gravity. Tom, I might need a bit of assistance here. The ladder wobbled. Tom, he yelled, come here and save me before I drown in a sea of blue. Tom didn't hear him. Vivian did, and the door to her meditation wing flew open. She didn't scream. Vivian wasn't the type. She simply exhaled as she surveyed her living room. It looked like a crime scene. Then the sound of high heels in the hall. Tom wobbled into the living room. He was carrying a dress slightly too long, far too elegant. He took a step, then another, strutting forward. Hey, Nick, do you think this highlights my... He stopped dead when he saw Vivian standing in the middle of the room. Her eyes moved slowly from the ruined walls to the blue-smeared Nick, and finally to Tom, who was wearing $30,000 worth of her vintage couture. Out, she whispered, pointing toward the door. Out now! 10 minutes later, they sat on the curb in the biting wind. Well, Nick sighed, another bridge burned. We can't even pay for the tools we rented. We're broke, Tom. Totally broke. Tom grinned. Not completely. He slowly opened his jacket. On top of the shirt, a golden bra sprinkled with small diamonds. We can probably get a few bucks for this thing on eBay. Nick examined it briefly. Then he nodded. Well, we've got a business to run.